wings. It's the Ann Show. They love their coffee, they make you smile. Come on and join and sit a while. It's the Ann Show. Show them love, show you care. Like and subscribe, share if you dare. It's the Ann Show. Granny's having coffee talk. These two sisters really rock.
It's the Ann Lynn Show. Here's Ann and Lynn.
Hello,
everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ann Lynn Show. I'm Ann.
And I'm Lynn.
Good morning, Lynn. Get your get your cup of coffee. You got it? Okay.
Yes, I do.
I think I got it turned around wrong. There we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Clink.
Clink.
1, 2, 3. Clink.
Clink.
Clink. Well, good morning.
What are you drinking today, Ann?
Decaf.
I have sugar-free punch.
And then I've got some diet cranberry juice. I'm trying to push fluids.
I've got some water here. So when I run out of my sugar-free punch, I'll get my water.
Okay. Well, today is the first Friday in June.
Oh, gosh.
That means summer is like
around the corner.
Around the corner. I am so excited. It has been such a cold winter again. We had so much snow, but I like the snow, but I hate being cold.
I know.
And it's so cold here.
I tell you what, I think the 21st is the first day of summer. My gosh. But I know Memorial Day, I'm sure pools opened up all around.
Yeah, they opened up. So people are starting to swim
in different places.
Yeah. It's fab. It's
been nice.
It's been nice. I'm so excited. And I'm excited for our guest today because today we have Cortney from Whyde Family Farms.
Yes.
And she's got a fabulous channel. And I know moderators are dropping the links down there in the live chat.
Right down there.
We're here. Look down there. We're here. Hi, we're in the chat with you, and Cortney's here with us to take your questions. So everybody, welcome Cortney, and be sure to subscribe to Whyde Family Farm. Okay, and so anyhow, I don't want to keep her any longer. I've been waiting for this interview for a very long time, and so thrilled she said yes. And here she comes. And Cortney, welcome. Woohoo! Welcome. And we'll give you an official Ann Lynn coffee.
All I have is a wine glass.
Oh, that's
right.
Hey, that works.
Clink.
There we go.
That's a good glass. I gotta get it.
She's got to get her sip of her decaf coffee today.
Get my sip real quick. Well,
that's right. So grab your decaf, get your coffee, get your tea, get your lemonade. It's it's lemonade and iced tea weather. So hey,
this is going to be awesome with Cortney today, and we just want her to just jump right in. And I love the story of how your farm came to be, and if you would just share that with our people today. You have the floor.
Sure. Well, I didn't think that I could get pregnant, and I did. And I was kind of shocked because all that week I had nothing but stomach problems. And I was like, what's going on here? So my husband's like, you're pregnant. And I'm like, no way.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
We've been together for quite some time, like 7-8 years. You know, it's like, no way, I can't be. So I did. I took a pregnancy test, and I was like, and then I took 5 more.
Oh
my God.
I was still in shock. Finally, then we went to the doctor. We went to the doctor, and during the doctor's appointment, my husband's bored because we're waiting there forever in the doctor's office. So he's on Zillow, and he's looking up houses, because at that time we lived in the city. We didn't want our son growing, or child, we didn't know if it was going to be a boy or girl at that time, but we didn't want him growing up in the city. So we didn't grow up in the city. So we were looking for a house. And at that time, he's looking through Zillow and he found my grandparents' house, and it says, "Buy me out of my house," or something like that. So,
oh my gosh.
we knew the owners because it's right next door to my mom. So after my doctor's appointment, we came to the house. We said, "We want to buy you out of your house." And 7 months later, we moved in.
Oh, I bet your mom was thrilled.
Yes.
I would have been.
Yeah, and it was already a farm. Like, they had already built a barn and all of that, and that's something that we wanted. We lived in the city for like 10 years. And we knew that's not what we wanted. So buying this place was definitely a goal of ours that we wanted for ourselves.
I think that, like you said, it was just meant to be. And I believe that too. I think that you have destiny in your life and you found yours.
Yes.
I think that's awesome. Now, do you have siblings?
Yes, I have.
Did they want grandpa and grandma's farm too?
No, they had already had their house. And well, that's the thing of when this place sold, we had already had our house. So we couldn't buy another house. We already have a house.
Right.
So it was just an awkward moment, an awkward time. And so the previous owners had this place for 7 years. Okay. 7-8 years. And then we bought this place. And we had our other house for 3 years. We just sold it this year. And we sold it to my brother.
Oh, so you're just keeping all your houses in the family.
Yeah.
Well,
so
that's
we got a good deal on it and we got out from under it. So
we've been there. I understand. Me and my husband been there. Yeah. So that is fabulous. So you must just be thrilled, all around. Your brother's happy,
nice
your mom's
here. I have so many stories to tell you the truth. This house was a beauty shop for 30, 40 years. So I'm sitting in what was the beauty shop in the front portion of the house, and my grandmother and my mom were beauticians, and they would do hair on Friday and Saturday mornings.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I grew up, next door, and I would come over here. I'd be around, women getting their hair done all morning. And my grandmother had a secret door because back then you couldn't have a beauty shop attached to your house. It had to be attached, like you had to have an access from the outside. You couldn't get into it from the inside. So my grandfather was sick for many, many years. He had a heart problem. And so she had a fake door, a panel door. It was kind of like almost like a speakeasy door.
That's cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. Wow. Yeah.
It's funny. So yeah, I grew up with that. And so I have a lot of memories in this house. I was always here when I was younger because my grandparents watched me all the time. And so, yeah.
Isn't that just something? I think that is just so, and it's comforting to be there too, probably, because you do have all those, you feel those memories. You feel like they're right there with you.
Yeah.
And that's just great. I love that story. So it's 2.5 acres. That's a lot of land. It is. It really is. That's a lot.
Yeah. My mom has 3 and we have 2.5. So between the both of us, we have a lot of land together.
Do you guys put your gardens together or garden
My
together?
mom doesn't garden.
Oh,
My
she
mom
doesn't?
is so not into anything that we're doing.
Oh, but I bet she enjoys it when you give her stuff.
Oh, she loves tomatoes.
Wow. And I know that she can hear your chickens, your roosters.
Yes. I have 7 roosters and now I have 2 male turkeys. And between that, it's like it's a madhouse. Like every morning, that's what you hear. But it doesn't bother me because it's so nice. Like I don't think people appreciate it when you live in the city for so long and then you come out here and then you hear like stuff like that. You're like, oh, I'd rather hear that than cars beeping or
seriously. Yeah, me too. Yes.
And I want to say, your turkey, the one I saw on your videos, what a beautiful animal. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's just like majestic, isn't he?
He's
just
so
like,
cool. Yeah. And none of my birds are aggressive in any way either. He is just a fabulous bird. And I got 2 of them like that. The other one is locked up right now because it's mating season. So,
Do you have any laying hens for eggs?
Yes. All of my hens are laying hens, and I get about 3 dozen eggs every 2 to 3 days.
How many hens do you have?
I have 50 birds, a little over 50 birds.
That's huge. That's a huge flock.
Yeah.
I watched the video where your husband put the new where they lay their eggs with nesting.
Oh yeah.
And how he did it. And so the egg just kind of rolls down, then it's covered. And I mean that you need to all watch the video. It is tell us about that, Cortney. I mean,
that's our nesting box. Well, a couple years ago we bought barred rocks and they were already adult birds. And the guy that had them used the rollaway nesting boxes. And the ones that are commercial are super expensive, like super expensive. Yes. So we came up with the idea for the using paint trays for the egg to roll down. Yes. So because if not, the barred rocks, they were so used to the rollaway, they weren't used to seeing their eggs. What they were doing is pecking their eggs.
Yeah.
Once they saw them. So then, it was a disaster because then we wouldn't get any eggs from them.
Right.
So finally they got used to that, and now they don't bother the eggs at all.
But you use paint trays?
Yeah, I use paint trays with little carpet in them. Like use outdoor carpet, and
it'll just roll right away from them.
Yeah. Right, because they're on
it's at an angle.
Incline.
That's brilliant.
Isn't that neat? How now your husband glued down the carpet. How's that holding out? Because he said he had a whole lot more and could. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It works out well. It's
those
great.
of you out there that have the laying chickens, the laying hens, you know what? We can learn from each other. And
absolutely.
I go over there and make sure you watch that video. It was really awesome. And like you said, the ones you buy are so expensive.
Yeah.
Mm.
You mean the eggs?
The rollaway thing.
And you know what? We thought we had a commercial one because the previous owners had left a lot of things here and they had chickens and stuff like that. And we thought we had a commercial one made out of stainless steel. But then, over time, I guess it rusted out and we couldn't use it anymore. So,
well, I think what you've come up with is absolutely brilliant. I think that you should patent that. That was, sell them. That's cool. Well, my oldest daughter has 9 laying hens. They're all different. We call her, that's her bougie. They have a bougie. She lives technically in the city, but her hens live in the country on the county line.
Right.
And her neighbors are good to her. And they said, if you want chickens, you can put them on our land for the farm right next door. Yeah. So she walks like, I don't know, 10 feet to her chicken coop. That's the county and she's in the city. But these are like bougie. Her I'll just shameful say Grace and Fire. And she's one of our moderators. And I know that drop her link too. Today. But keep dropping Whyde Family Farm, please.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we encourage. That's what we love to encourage each other and to help each other grow our channel. So if you have a channel and you're in our live chat today, you type Ann Lynn, ANNLYNN, and Nightbot will drop your link. And please do that. Okay, please do that. Well. I've been waiting to ask you about this for a very, very long time.
Ooh, hold on, Cortney. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. And I know she's gonna go, yeah. The poop troop. The poop troop. It's so you have this group, and you have 82 members now.
Yeah, I now have 82 members. Yep.
I mean, that's a lot of channels.
Yes.
And so you've created this. I mean, here's another brilliant idea that you've created. a group called the Poop Troop, and you have all these members, and you can join it. Anybody can join, right?
Yeah.
It's a subscription, but you can join. It's only 99 cents a month.
Yeah. I mean, I have tiers, but the lowest one is 99 cents a month. So anybody can join. It's inexpensive.
And you have it has its own song.
Yeah. I mean, I stole it off of YouTube, and it's a free song. But it was funny because Ginger Ninja, she is my #1 fan and has been since the beginning. And she did this little short video of some sort, and it had that song in it. I'm like, where did you get that song? It's perfect. It's perfect. So then I was like, I gotta get it. So I found it and I've used it, and you know, I credit them every time I use it, but I love it. It's perfect for us. So
it is.
But what you've created really is a big collaboration with all these other channels, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's not just homesteaders. I mean, I got the beer drinkers, and I got the homesteaders, and I've got, I have.
Well, you have Yossi. We love our Yossi. He's been on our channel.
Yeah. And I have a lot of people from South Africa. Chris Wyatt Africa is one of my people, and I absolutely love him and respect him tremendously. And he's on there as well. And I have a lot of his people. And of course I have Guardian Prepping, and they've been my friends for a while. And so I have a lot of people from South Africa too. So.
Well, I mean, I mean, it's just, so cool because it's well, first of all, it's unique and it's silly, and who doesn't like to have fun and be silly? And I think, we do, don't we, Lynn?
That's right. And your motto is have fun at whatever it is that we're doing. So there you go. That is your motto, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. And we don't talk politics. We don't do anything like that. We're just kind of silly, goofy. It can get a little raunchy sometimes, but I have a guy that comes up, and his name's Bob. And, we joke around about, things with him, and it's just a goofy show. And most of my late night talk, I mean, if you're young, I suggest not coming in. Because it's not like that. It's not family. That's not family friendly. But I do have show during the day at noon on Fridays with the Rebel Canner, Tammy, and we do canning stuff. And so, yeah, I just have.
You're just all over the place.
Stuff. Yeah, a lot of homesteading, but just, a lot of my friends. Like I've had these people on my show for over a year now, and they come up, and they're my friends. And yeah,
right.
But on your canning when you talk about canning, what's some of your favorite vegetables or fruits to can? Or
so far it's potatoes. Oh my gosh.
Potatoes.
So yes, canned potatoes are awesome. I never thought they would be that great. And I was worried. And I ended up using all my canned potatoes. So I need to can more.
How did you prepare them?
Yeah. Basically, you just cut them up, you dice them up real like in smaller chunks. You put them in there, you pack them, and then you pour the hot water. Well, you have to first blanch them. You blanch them, you put them in there, and then you pour hot water in there. And then you put them in the canner, and you can add anything to it, parsley or whatever. But just regular canned potatoes are great because it doesn't take that long to cook them. Then you just pop them out of the thing, put them in a frying pan, and they're good to go.
Do you use the water bath, or do you have a pressure?
No, you have to use a pressure canner for potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want it done fast. If not, you have to wait for hours.
I see.
What's the most unusual vegetable or fruit that you've canned?
The most unusual, I wouldn't call it unusual, but it's unusual to me, is I canned pumpkin. I canned a lot of I had planted sugar pie pumpkins.
Yes.
And I'm not really all that successful with pumpkins, but last year I had a great crop of sugar pie pumpkins.
Oh, yes.
I basically skinned them and blanched them, and I canned those. So
are they just in chunks then?
They're just like little chunks. I have like 4 or 5 jars, so you can use it for pumpkin pie or that kind of stuff.
I like to go now. I live in a village is what I live in, but we have in the summer, I need to go well, I've already been to get flowers and stuff, but to get vegetables and stuff, and I buy those pie pumpkins, and then I'll bake them and skin them and bake them, and then puree them, and then I put them in my freezer for pumpkin pies, because man, there's nothing like a good fresh pie, from a fresh pumpkin.
Yeah.
So good. But so that's what I have to do. I have to look around and go to the farm markets to get stuff. But you can still do that. You can go to your local farm market and buy your vegetables if you don't have the luxury of growing them and can and freeze. And some people have freeze dryers, and which we are all about being ready for anything. I mean, we are all about being as much as self-sustainable as you can be, in this modern world. You know what I mean? Lynn lives in town, and I live in a rural area of New York, in a village. It's very, very rural. The local Walmart we have is one of the old tiny ones with no fresh foods, no fresh meat. It just has some stuff in a refrigerated section, and then the rest, is just on the shelf. It's a good resource for me to run in and get stuff, but I can't get produce and stuff. So then I have to go to the chain store, which has good stuff. But then around here, I have to actually go to about 6 different groceries and about 20 miles away, and some are further, to get stuff that I want. So when I go, I load up,
Yeah.
I'm picky about my coffee creamer.
I started
I want sugar-free Italian cream. And
oh my gosh, I use the sugar-free French vanilla.
I started with that.
It in a huge thing.
Me too. Well, I started with that, but then when I got a taste of the Italian cream, it's just sugar. It's like sugar and cream, and it's so good. But
when I use the creamer, I don't have to put sugar in my coffee.
Yes, because it's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my husband and I have to watch our sugar because we have, the D word. So we have to watch our sugar intake. And so that helps. I still get my sweets, and I buy a lot of sugar-free stuff. And I've learned to make a lot of sugar-free baked stuff with like Trivia and different ones. You just get inventive. And that's what I like about like the gardening, people that garden, people that homestead, people that prep. We all have something that we can learn from each other, know.
Yes.
And especially I just think, right now we're going through a lot of shortages in our country. And if you're not thinking ahead, I think people could be really caught off guard. And so I think it's really important. We've always when the toilet paper shortage hit a couple years ago, it didn't affect me at all. Because I mean that's a big thing, especially when you get older, Cortney. Toilet paper gets real important.
Sounds like a poop troop matter.
Yeah, it sounds like a poop troop matter.
It's a poop troop problem. Yeah, I am a poop troop prepper. Hey.
Oh yeah.
I am. I buy it by the case, and I mean different brands, and then we have our favorite, I like
the
Kirkland.
5-gallon buckets with
5-gallon bucket. Yeah, because not too long ago I had a poop
in the spring
issue. Yeah, where our septic line from the house to the road collapsed. It was 100 years old because the house we live in is about that old, and it just like gave up the ghost, and so we had to have a whole new one put in. So while Lynn and her husband came to visit me, this happened. So there was, we let my husband take a shower because he works, so he could go to work. So he had to take like a quick 2-minute, military beep, beep, beep. And because all the water was running out under our back deck, and everything, all 3 bathrooms are going out on the back deck. So for almost a week, we had a poop troop emergency, but I was ready. because I had the
We're
5-gallon buckets, and I had the lids, and I had the liners and the little blue stuff, and what else, Lynn? Lots of wipes.
And those large wipes that we
Assure wipes.
See, you guys are already your Poop Troop members. You don't even know it.
We are. We are. I mean, it's. I mean, like the songs. Everybody does it. And when I'm just saying, when you get older, when you get over, we're over 65. It's like so important. Well, this is like take 3. My camera fell and Lynn had to go, and oh my gosh. So I apologize, Cortney, but anyhow, here we go. Okay. And I wanted to talk about your fertilizer because it's ingenious what you're doing.
Oh.
Tell us about that.
Oh, thank you. Basically we just use fish emulsion. A lot actually. But for the most part, a friend of ours has about 600 rabbits. She sells them all over the United States. And once a week, she has somebody go and clean out the cages, and we usually will get it from her. We don't get it from her all the time, but we'll use that like typically in the beginning of spring and stuff like that. So.
Well, I think that's another like renewable or a new renewable source that you're getting from all those. Now, do they eat the rabbits?
No, these rabbits are show rabbits. So they're worth a lot of money.
Oh my gosh. She must have some beautiful ones then.
Yeah, I forget. Netherland dwarfs. I think that's what they are. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyhow, you've got a great source for some free fertilizer. And you said you could put it right on your garden. Hey, Lynn is back. I'm going to hook her back in. There she is. All things all settled. Are you all settled? I think I'm all settled now after that big Poop Troop discussion. I was like, woohoo! Everything kind of went haywire for a second there.
It happens.
But so Cortney was telling me, I'll bring you up to speed, Lynn.
All right.
That she has a friend that has 600 rabbits.
Okay, 600 rabbits.
Show rabbits.
Oh.
I mean, that's cool. Is that not cool?
Anyhow,
that is where she gets her rabbit. What do they call it? Dun
poop.
Poop. Yeah. And she puts that on her garden.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to sit like the chicken.
Right. Chickens are like hot. It gets hot.
Yeah. So I mean, I do have chicken poop, but it takes so long. I mean, I cleaned out the coop last year and we saved that, so I can use it this year, but it can burn. If you use it right away, it'll burn your plants right up. So it has to sit for at least a year.
Wow. Oh, that long?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. And it still stays good? Wow.
Yeah, if anything, it's better. The chickens have also, I know it's gross, but the chickens also have the chance to dig through it and everything else. So it's probably the best compost out there,
Wow.
Now, do you sell your eggs?
Yes. Yes. We sell our eggs to a lot of our neighbors. And I actually have a neighbor that usually buys like 5 dozen at a time. So
I would if I had a source like that.
Yeah. And we have all different colors, green and blue and brown and white.
Do you call them Easter eggs?
Yeah, that's what they are, Easter eggers and olive eggers. The green ones are olive and the blue ones are Easter eggers.
Okay, yep.
There's nothing like a fresh egg. There's
nothing
like it.
Completely different.
Yeah, and that is one of the things that I've noticed where we're at. The eggs, the price of a dozen eggs is like unbelievable. And the brown eggs, oh my gosh, they're well over $4 for just a dozen. Yeah. It's stupid stuff right now. And that's what I was getting back to what I was saying just previously. When you have the opportunity to get things, especially from a farm, and you can can it or freeze it or freeze dry or whatever. Yeah. Gosh, guys, you better be doing that. Do you feel that way, Cortney? That it's
yes, actually. We this year, when I'm in Shed Wars, which is a huge gardening community.
Yes.
And it's all about weight. So I planted over 1,000 peas. So I got those coming in, and I will harvest all those. I don't think I'm going to can them. I think I'm just going to freeze them straight up and use them. You can use them for everything. So this year my focus was survival gardening because of everything, all the prices going up.
Yes.
So I planted stuff that we're just going to eat. So I planted onions and peas, and I have carrots down.
Yes.
And I'm planting mass quantities of that kind of stuff. So
and that's the key to it, because things that you do store, you want it to be things that you will eat, because you don't want to buy, like, if you don't like Spam, don't buy a case of Spam for what if happens, right? That's stupid.
Who wants to be closed up in a room eating nothing but Spam?
Yeah, who wants to do that? And so don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, you don't want to be I mean, you'd do it if you had to, right? You would. If you watch like these TV shows, Alone's coming back on.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Oh, we love watching that on the History Channel, and where they just drop these 10 people in like.
No, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. Just drop them in the Arctic, and then pretty soon they'll have a feast or famine, like with fishing.
I hate to be cold. And off in the Arctic, I would for sure die in a day. Like, there's no way I would make it.
They had one guy, and it was. Now I thought, oh my gosh, you could make it more than one night. So he heard this one fella. It was his first night. They dropped him, and he heard a bear growl, and he was like, "I'm out of here. I'm out of here." And he grabbed the phone and he's calling, "Come get me." And I'm like, seriously, one night? Not even.
He had to know they were a bear.
He did. And they show the like before, right? They showed the film of like, going, he's getting ready for the, the big adventure and stuff. And he's bragging about, if I see a bear, I'll just get it. And then it really happens. And he's the first one out. Nope, I'm done. But, I don't blame him, because if you don't think you could stay there, and then like you get like, some of them are there like 2 months. And by then they're catching mice. This one guy had that where he had rigged a rock, and it was a mouse trap, and the mouse would boom, and it would smash it like that. And he would fry that thing up. So, yeah. So
that's okay.
You don't want to be in a room with a case of Spam if you don't like Spam.
If you don't like it. That's right.
But you should also think about comfort foods. When you don't feel good, or you're kind of out of whack, what's your go-to? And if it's chocolate, maybe you need to,
stock up on chocolate.
Stock up on things that's going to give you comfort when things are not.
Can stock up on enough potato chips.
Well, you have to. Well, hey, you could, with all your growing potatoes, you could
make my own.
Kettle
chips might be a goal this summer.
I mean, seriously, that might be something. And then you could at least seal them in something and put some oxygen absorbers. It might last for a while. You could try it. Hey, there's a challenge for you. You're
homemade potato chips.
Yeah, long-term potato chips. That would be cool. Well, tell us about Shed Wars. We talked about that a second ago. So Shed Wars, how did that come to be? How did you get to be part of it?
Well, about a couple years ago, I had some friends that were in it, and they insisted that I be in it. And I didn't know if I wanted to. I thought maybe I would be overwhelmed. Okay. But I didn't. I was like thinking, I'm going to video it anyway, my garden anyway. So why am I stressing about this? So I decided to do it. And then the friends that I had that were going to join, they all backed out. So then I'm not one to back out of things. Like, I don't do that. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So I stayed in it, and I told myself I'm going to completely commit to this and do it and see exactly how much food I can bring in and weigh. So at the end of the year, I ended up with 500 pounds of food.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I worked my butt off for that. And so this year is another one of those years. And I'm hoping to get more than that, maybe 700 pounds. That's my goal.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, so I hope to bring that in.
Well, that is a tremendous goal. That is
And
really
you
good.
have little competition between everybody, and
Yeah.
you have teams. And of course, I'm on, a team. So then, your weight will work for the team's total.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
So,
Wow,
it's
Cortney,
great.
that is really something.
That is. That, I mean, do you do this all by yourself?
No, my husband does help. But last year I did practically do it by myself because my husband had rotator cuff surgery and he couldn't do
Oh.
anything.
Oh.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yes.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I did it. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
And oh gosh, you do all that by yourself. I can't imagine. You must have tons of energy.
I don't know about that, but I do love it. So that helps.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So what do you guys have, like a 5-year plan or like a goal for your farm? Like
I
what's
don't
your
really know right now. I wanted to raise birds, and this year I successfully, there's a specific breed that I love, and the lavender Orpington is like my favorite bird. So I have successfully cornered them off, and I hatched their chicks. So I got like 6
wow.
baby chicks out there. And then we also want to sell our turkeys, our royal palms. So we have 6 or 7 of those out there, little baby chicks or turks. And so when they get a little bit older, we're gonna try and sell them off. So that's basically, that's kind of our goal.
Well,
what about your ducks? Do you just have them for play? I mean, just
I don't do anything with them. I don't have as many as I used to. We had a predator problem. But I do love to watch them. They get in the water and they splash around. They're probably more for my amusement than anything.
And they are adorable. I go to the farm store, in the early spring when they have them all in there, the chicks and the ducks. And I mean, the ducks to me are the cutest, especially their little bills, and I was like, oh, I think I want a duck. Yeah, that'd go over good. What am I going to do with a duck?
You wanted to bring one home.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they're so sweet, and same with the chicks, but then that you have to think about, they're going to get bigger.
This time last year, it's very rare for a Polish hen to go broody. And I had a Polish hen go broody, and she just wanted to sit on eggs so bad.
Yeah.
And I had some fertile duck eggs. So I put 3 fertile duck eggs underneath her, and she hatched 3 baby ducks.
Oh,
she was such a happy mom.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, yes.
It was so funny to see those baby ducks under. And she's a bantam bird. She's real small. And those ducks are just peeking out underneath her. It was so adorable.
Oh my gosh. I hope you got that on film.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to double back because oh my gosh. What a sweet thing.
Yeah.
Animals will do that for each other, won't they? I mean, you see in the wild, a lion will take out, or what, maybe not a lion, but they'll help each other sometimes and raise each other's babies. And when you see that, it's just like, oh, your heart just goes,
they don't know. They think, I'm sitting on my own eggs.
Yeah, a baby's a baby to them. It's so, so sweet. Well, and I watched your rhubarb and your garlic, but your rhubarb. I love rhubarb, strawberry rhubarb pie. Oh, right, so Lynn. Good. We were raised kind of on rhubarb pie, especially good old Midwest rhubarb pie with a scoop of ice cream on it,
Yeah, my great grandmother used to make strawberry rhubarb pie.
That's my favorite.
I never told you guys this, but I'm living on a street that almost my entire family lives on. So my great grandmother, my great aunts and uncles, we all live on this street.
Well, so there's something I mean, that's fabulous. That's rare these days, right?
Yeah.
I mean, farming families, sure, but the way that your story came together and how the opportunity to get your grandparents' farm, I mean, that is just like you said, it's destiny. It was meant to be.
Yeah.
And for your family and then for your brother to buy your house. That is too cool.
That is funny.
I mean, you guys are really a blessed family. So that's really nice.
Well, Ann used to live 5 minutes from me.
And before we came here.
Before they moved to Upper New York. And it was so nice just having her right here.
And we had an acre out in the country,
Oh, okay.
For me, that was enough, an acre.
Yeah.
Well, our acre was out of a 10-acre plot. And the guy next door had 9, and he had a huge garden and stuff. And then he let the back half of his land just do its thing.
Yes.
And so I felt like I was really in the country, and he told me anytime I wanted to go back there, I went back and picked blackberries and stuff,
cherries.
and and raspberries one time. And then he had a cherry tree, and he and I picked all those cherries, and I canned those cherries and then gave him some. They were really good. I made jelly or jam.
Yeah.
I made like a sugar-free cherry jam. Boy, my fingers look a mess. I didn't have one of the pitters, and I did all those cherries by hand.
Yeah.
What a mess. But talk about worth it and treasure them, but he was great.
Got a lot of apple and cherry trees and a couple pear trees. And
there's so much you can do with that.
Yeah. Last year we had 80 pounds of apples.
Oh, did you make applesauce?
Yeah, applesauce, apple butter, apple juice.
Well, I love it all.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And the pears too.
Yeah.
And then when Ann lived by me, we canned. And but when Ann moved, you gave
I gave everything to my oldest
one daughter.
Yeah, because she's the canner, and
our mom canned, and that's where we learned it. But actually, Ann was the home ec girl, and she was the 4-H girl. And we were raised for a while on a horse farm. Our uncle had race horses, so I was always out in the barns, always.
Yeah.
So I was the outdoor person, and she was the indoor.
I was the cook, learning to cook.
And she can sew, but I don't sew. I don't know how to can. I don't do it. I don't crochet or knit or do any of that thing. So
no, well, you do other things. You have other
things, but I was never very
homey.
Yeah, we had an aunt, our one of our aunts, and one day she told me, she said, Lynn, I never thought you'd have a clean house or be able to cook or do anything. But I learned.
Well, you were a career girl. You were the career girl.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. I got to be a travel agent when I was a senior in high school. I got hired part-time. And then when I graduated, I stayed there 5 years. So I was always traveling.
Nice.
Back then, Pan Am, Delta, Eastern, they would call and say, hey, we're having for travel agents this weekend in Orlando. Anyone from your office want to go? Well, I was the only single person. So
that's awesome.
It was neat. And so
that's awesome.
Ann was left to
I got married out of high school, of course.
Yeah, but you were left to help me for a while.
Dumb. But not, because I got my girls from there. But anyhow, life changes, takes you all over the world and
I became domestic.
Country, right, Lynn? So we've been everywhere, man, between the two of us. A lot of years gone by, but we can still learn. Huh?
Oh, absolutely.
We can still learn. We have willing hearts to learn. You tell us how to do something, we're willing to learn. Absolutely. And so you grew garlic. Now, I am trying it for the first time this year from garlic bulbs I got from my daughter. I don't think I'm having very much good success yet. Nothing's, so I don't know. I don't know what happened to them, but I did plant them.
When it's cold.
I did in the fall.
I don't know.
So I don't know. It's just. I'll try
don't
it
give up, because they could still pop up.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with. I have them in a great big container, and they're pretty deep in it. It's, what I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. So we'll see. We'll see. I had one thing sprout up, and I thought I'm not touching it.
Right. Now, Cortney, was your greenhouse there, or did you all build that greenhouse?
No, we built it. We do have a video on that as well, and we built that. The previous owners were kind of in a hurry to leave, and so they left a lot of lumber here. So we used that.
Awesome!
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah, because the price of lumber and building materials and all that's just like unbelievable. I mean, of course, everything, right? Everything is just out of this world right now. So I want everybody to please subscribe to Whyde Family Farm, because that is a tremendous resource for all kinds of stuff. If you're looking for
organic gardening,
yeah. I mean, from turkeys to eggs to gardening and canning, and I mean everything in between that's happening over on Cortney's channel.
Yes,
I mean it's great.
Yeah,
and so
we're just a fun channel. I mean, we just have fun.
Oh, you do. And you're teaching people and you're showing, and and that's what it's all about here. So we want to be sure everybody definitely, if you don't, we're going to be, please,
can we say
subscribe?
On Friday, you are in a canning collab with, who is it, Cortney?
The Rebel Canner.
The Rebel Canner. Okay, we got to drop that link. The Rebel Canner.
We have a show. It's on my channel, but we have a show every Friday at noon, and we talk about canning. Sometimes it depends on what we have going on.
Okay.
And then if she isn't there, then we have a free for all, and anybody can come up and join.
Yes. You send out links or something, right? They can just link on that, and
that could be dangerous.
It's like the Brady family. I watched, you have
oh my gosh, it can get crazy. It can get crazy.
And then they come and they go.
but we all have fun, and everybody supports me and my channel, and I have great friends there. So.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. And we want you to get some more great friends and some more subscribers. And we're looking forward to watching your channel just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't stop, Cortney. Keep going. Just keep going. Was there anything that you would like to highlight or just tell us about before we'll probably wrap up here in the next little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I mean, I do a media Monday on Monday nights at 10. So you can come into the chat and share your links. Sunday night.
That's awesome.
It's a little crazy night, and we usually have fun. That's at 11. And then Wednesday, I usually have interviews, but I've kind of backed off from that a little bit because I got people that don't want to do it then, and they back out. So I backed off a little bit on that. So we just talk garden stuff. And, that's pretty much it. I go live 4 days a week.
That's a lot, girl.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the rest of the time I try to put out 2 videos a week. So
yes, that's a lot of great content. And meantime, you're raising your son.
Yep.
Yes.
And doing your garden. And I know you got a house to take care of, and and a husband and everything else going on in your life. You just have a very, very full life, but it sounds wonderful. And we're really happy for you and to see your channel just, grow and everybody, please be sure right now, if you haven't already done so, get over there and subscribe. You can open another tab on your computer if you're on, and you can go subscribe and come back, or click on the link there that's being dropped by our moderators and Nightbot, and
there's other channels here that probably have come in because Cortney's here today. Her friends, make sure you go over and sub to her friends, and they'll become your friends. Exactly. And who knows? You might want to join the poop troop and go from there.
It sounds like we are already kind of honorary members of it. My might just have to make that official now.
We're the fertilizer grannies, right?
Oh, well, hey, we could start a second channel like that, right? Fertilizer grannies.
No, we are the 5-gallon bucket brigade.
Oh,
granny.
there you go, bucket ladies. How about bucket ladies? Well, no, we'd have to come up with something different because we don't want to take away from the.
Oh no.
Anybody else? But there's probably not there's probably not a granny channel like that. But anyhow, well, I'll tell you what, Cortney, it has been a pleasure to have you on today.
Well, thank you for inviting me to be on. I'm excited about this. I haven't done too many interviews, so I have never done too many interviews.
Oh, well, hey.
And I want to say thank you. I appreciate so much you coming in and just being with two grannies for a few minutes.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And our friends and family here. And
yes. And also I was going to say, go to Cortney's channel because she has on her channel
content.
Showcases other channels too. So, I mean, gosh, you guys, what a great resource Whyde Family Farm channel is.
Yes.
It's a resource and
great
fun.
Content.
Yeah,
and
a lot of great.
Too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. And so, Cortney, we want to say thank you so much for being here today.
Aww.
We really, okay. So hang around. Don't leave yet, Cortney, because we want to give the people a chance to ask you, some questions while Lynn and I wrap it up. Stay in the chat with us.
Okay.
And everybody say hi to her, say goodbye right now. And but hang around in the chat, Cortney, and get your questions out, everybody. Hurry up.
You might be wanting to put a greenhouse up. Maybe this fall you're wanting to check out her video. Maybe you have some questions about the dimensions and how they, the cost and different things. I mean, just there's all kinds of, you could pick her brain, and
this is your chance right now. Like she said, she doesn't do very many, right?
So we're blessed to have Cortney today.
Yes. I am. So
this is a busy gal. This is a busy lady.
Yes, she does. Yeah. And we have her right now. She's our captive. So get those questions. Okay. Get your questions in there. Okay. All right. Well, Cortney, thank you so much once again. We appreciate you being with us today, and a couple of grandmas, and but we really like your channel, like what you're doing, and hope you stop by and see us sometime again.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you are welcome. And we welcome our guests out with grandma kisses. Are you okay with that?
Totally.
We give you a grandma kiss before we let you go. And
you ready?
I'm ready. Tell everybody, say goodbye, and let's give her big grandma kisses. So thank you, Cortney.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks.
Thank you so much. And we will see you again very soon.
Sure.
Oh, was that not fun?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
Taping it has been fun. Boy, we had a lot of silly things happen behind the scenes. Oh, I told her, I said, maybe that'll be a blooper reel, maybe have to be bloopers, but
okay. Well, I had to leave for a moment.
I know. My camera fell, and it was just kind of everything went boom for a second,
fell while I was gone. Oh my gosh.
Wow. But this has been wonderful. And I'm telling you what, that girl's got something going over there.
Sure
and
does.
Everybody needs to check out Whyde Family Farm. Okay. And I want to say, and I know you do, Lynn, you do it. Thank you to our moderators.
Thank you, mods. You're such a blessing, and you do such a wonderful job for us every time we're here. And I thank you. And we appreciate each one of you so much. We appreciate all the visitors we've had today, become a new friend of the official Ann Lynn channel.
Yeah, we're official.
Become a friend of ours, right? So, and we'll go over and sub to yours and check out your videos. And you know what? We'll just learn and grow, and we'll have fun on the journey, everyone.
Right. And you don't have to be stiff-necked. We like to have fun. We're not prudy grandmas. believe you. Are we?
No. Listen, I got over that, people. I used to be a prude. When I was young, I was a prude.
Yeah, she was a prude. Yeah, she really was. But we like to have fun but also learn something new. You can always, no matter how old you are or young you are, you can learn something new from each other. And that's
today, I'm telling you, go over and check out Cortney's videos. I mean, the raised beds are just beautiful, and what they did between their beds, how everything is just so neat. And I'll tell you, I learned about rhubarb from her. You have to trim off the flower and different things like that. And
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it. Now we do know that rhubarb leaves are deadly. They are toxin. They're toxin to humans and toxin to animals. Right. And there's just a wealth of information over there. Yep. And we can learn,
So get over there and be sure to subscribe. Yes. And then be sure to be here next week.
Oh, yes.
I think we have something kind of silly planned for then. It's going to be not the usual. Let's say that.
Okay.
It's not going to be, this will be different. We like to, we interview people from all walks of life, but next week may be a little different.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. They're going to have to come back Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Right here for the official Ann Lynn show and just see what's going on with us. Okay. And so let's get ready to clink everybody out.
Oh, yes. Hold on. You're going to see my lipstick right here, my lipstick.
I know. I have some on mine. I kind of wiped it off, but it's okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Clink. 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 Well,
and some granny kisses out.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
We love y'all. Come back next time and we'll have an all new show
right here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.